Hi, I'm Gabby. Welcome to my channel. And today I want to talk about some things. So let's go. And today I want to talk about tablets, specifically pen displays. So as of last month, I bought two pen displays. Did I need both? No, but I wanted both. So here I am trying to I'm going to compare and contrast both of them. The positive and the slightly negative. They're not much, but yeah. So the first one I bought, well, actually, maybe go back a little bit further. So I always wanted a pen display. I originally always wanted like a Wacom because those are the only ones I knew. Ever since I've been introduced to it since in college, especially the pen displays. When I was a senior, they had pen displays that we was able to use in college, and I used much of that as possible. And I always wanted them because I found them much more convenient and easier to use than the regular pen tablets. So I wanted one. Um, Lo and behold, Wacom is extremely expensive, so I thought I will never get one. Fast forward to around 2020, 2019. It was around coronavirus. No, actually, it was, yeah, coronavirus hit it, and I was about to go to Japan when I found out about Huion. Huion was a bit more affordable, so I heard. But as I said, it was during COVID and going to Japan, so it was still pretty out of my budget. So I pretty much give up on buying it. But one day, maybe if not Wacom, maybe I'll be able to afford Hero one day. And then again, fast forward to this year, but I was still in Japan. So I bought I saw another YouTube. The first YouTuber was a Jazza, was an art video. This one was a different YouTuber. I think it was like a booktube animated YouTuber. So they pretty much they talk about books, well, but they do it in animation form. So yeah, they were also advertising a pen tablet that they were sponsored by Gaymon. I was thinking Gaymon, and that's when I learned that there's another affordable pen tablets out there. And this time, since I was coming back to America anyway, I thought this would be my last big splurge. And Gammon was way much cheaper. So anyway, that's besides the point. So here we go. So now, so yeah, here I am. I bought Gammon and I bought and I bought Helium. The Gammon I bought was Gammon Pen Display PD1220, and I bought Huion Canvas 13. The Gammon was much cheaper than when I personally bought the Canvas because I technically, even though I bought it on sale, it's now cheaper now. Could I wait? Yes, but I didn't mind spending. Again, it was supposed to be my last big splurge, so I wanted to spend it. I don't regret. I'm very much happy that I have it. Regardless, so and also anyway, so the Gamma came first, and they didn't send me my tracer. They supposed to send me back the money, return the money. I'm not sure I'm gonna see that, but they were very responsive in terms of that. So there's that for if you want to go for like service, customer service. There you go. Although I wasn't going to return it, but they returned my money anyway. So they also, what else I bought with it? Oh, I also bought the glove with it, which was pretty nice. Although I technically don't need it. More about that. I don't know if maybe my laptop. I don't know what laptop MacBook Air I have. I know it's a MacBook Air. That's what I know. So where should I start with comparison? Okay, so if you want to do, big thing is about the color, how the colors show up on the screen, which is very big because that will be how it will show when it's like printed or when it's on the computer. And I gotta say, there is a color difference. Whether it's good or bad, again, I don't know which MacBook I have, so I can't tell if it's better or worse. But to me personally, I prefer the color on my MacBook. But it's pretty easy to use, especially after I figure out pen sensitivity is really nice. The flow, I like the pen flow. Also size. If you're not used to drawing on small like I am, I prefer really small on small, slightly medium sized paper and pads. So I find this type of size perfect for me. compared to much bigger ones. Also, I bought this because the back was colored. So, but yeah, same thing with the canvas. I bought it because of the color back and it wasn't the plain black background, even though you can't technically see it on the surface that you're using, but whatever. The only problem I had is the setup, and by setup, okay, no, setup it device the device drive is easy, but the setup this physical setup with all the cables, because I don't have a C cable. I would recommend buying a C cable for this particular one. It would be much more easier and convenient for you to have a C cable than to use the regular cable that comes with it. By the way, yeah, I should say what this comes with. Besides the tin, pen and tablet, it also comes with a leather case bracket, which I don't use, which is what you use to lean it up. Pin holder, replaceable nibs, and an adapter, the HDMI cable, and a USB cable. Yeah, as I said, because of all the cables, the USB, HDMI cable, and adapter, it is hard to use because the USB/ adapter cable are very short, particularly the adapter cable. It's very short, so therefore, if you do not have like extension cord that you can put on your table, which I now recently bought, so it's no problem. But in the beginning, I didn't have it, so I had to have the extension cord on my lap or something because it couldn't. I didn't have one by my table, so it was very frustrating that part. But once I have it, it was much more easier and convenient. But as I said, it will still be better to just have the C cable. It's just one cable and instant connect. Okay, now so going to canvas. Now these cables are much more easier to use. I will say that that's the biggest plus when I had the comparison. So I should also say what this comes with. This one comes with the tap, besides the tablet and pen. Also, it comes with the pen holder. I think it comes with replaceable nibs. I don't remember. Double check that. They come with the two cables, and then it comes with a thing to wipe your screen wiper, something like that. Screen cloth. Okay, there we go. And then I also bought an extension to this, the reflective LED reflective light film. I did not get to put it on properly, so it looked bubbly. Anyway, I digress. So positives is that again, I really like how it is compared to the Gaymon. The color on this one shows much better. Again, it's easy to use. The pin tablet flow is really nice. So I have no problem, no lagging, pretty much. And customer service is pretty good. I really like it. Although, because of the time difference, it is hard to talk because it's located in China. So there's that. But other than that, the downside. Okay, so the setup was the biggest downside was setting up the drive. If for some reason, I don't know, maybe it's my computer, I had difficulty setting up the drive. Oh, and I also said the cable compared to Gaymon was so much easier, even though it has so much cables. Because I don't have a needed adapter, it was convenient to use and it wasn't hard. But yeah, anyway, going back to what I was saying. Setting up the not the physical setup, but the drive setup was difficult. It wouldn't work. I couldn't connect the drive to my tablet or my computer to the tablet for whatever reasons, and I keep contacting customer service, and finally they gave me a drive that worked with my computer, and I was able to set up the tablet, which was great. I had to go through so much. I had to go through this like test to make sure it's not my like the wire or the pen or the tablet that's where it messed up. No, it's just a driver. So yeah, so I was able to get it working, and now I'm happy with it. So yeah. Also this one it came with a CH cable, and when compared to the regular drives, the C cable is less messier, but because of how short it is still inconvenient. No, because where my cable is located to where this cable is located, the not outlet, where you put the cable in, push the cable in, it's pretty short, and so it makes it a very inconvenient use. Again, it's still cleaner than using the other one because since I have an Apple, I will have to have an extra extension to use the other cables. I do have it, but I don't know. It's like a toss up for me personally. Either one will. If you have a regular USB drive on your laptop, I think either one will be a toss up for you. For me, it is well. Either the take cable, other cable, the cable that comes with will be better for you. But for me, it's a toss up, as I would have to use extension if I use other cable, and the USB cable is pretty short. So there's that. Sorry. Um, I think that's about it in terms of comparison. Also, the size. I forgot about size. This one, compared to Gamma, is a little bit longer. It's about the same size width, height-wise, but length-wise is a little bit longer. Also, because this came was because I specifically made one short pay one without the buttons, and then the one with the buttons. So the canvas has buttons, which makes it much more again easier, convenient to use, especially when it comes to like again setup, how you can set it up. I can set up on either side of my computer and it'll be fine and it'll be convenient. I can use it since most of the buttons I commonly use is on the tablet. Whereas with the Gaymon, I have to make sure the proper setup is used because if I drawing with my right, I need the computer to be on my left so I could press the shortcut keys. If that made any sense at all. So yeah, it's a tough for you. If you have one of those extension press keys, maybe you wouldn't need it. Plus, you have a C cable. You wouldn't have to worry about it. But I prefer the one with the buttons. But I still do like use both. So now that I have both, what I use them for? Do I use both at the same time or one at a time? So I do use both for them. I switched them out and I specifically use one for one thing, one for the other. Since the Huion canvas has the side buttons, I mostly use it when I'm drawing comics or graphic novels, webtoons, so on and so forth. Manga, whatever you want to call it. Pretty much that. I pretty much use it for that kind of occasion because when I went again going back to the shortcut keys, it's very convenient when you're doing a whole bunch of different panels to have your shortcut keys right there in the handy. So it's so much easier to use it than compared to the Huion, which I always have to reach out to the computer to use shortcut keys. It's just that slight more convenience. It makes it easier, faster to use and draw a whole bunch of panels. Where I use the Huion mostly for like illustration and sometimes even animation. So I don't do a lot of animation. And animation not great, although probably the canvas would be better for that. But when it comes to switching out between one and the other, I have to make sure I shut down the laptop completely or restart it, because if I use one and then take it out and remove and then jump on to use the other, the tablet would not work. It would not connect. I have to shut down and restart it. That's the only thing about using both of them. So yeah, that's about it. I don't know if this would help you if you're planning to buy or purchase any of these. As I said, the canvas is 13. The regular, not the Pro, which is I almost got confused by. Just the regular canvas 13 if you're interested in any. And the Huion display PD 1220 if you're interested in anyone. I hope this would help. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm done. Laters.